Hello and welcome back to the Trainers of the World Tournament. I'm your host, DeltaTDS, and today we've got the Hoenn gym leader Tate going up against the team flare leader Lysandre. Immediately my eyes are drawn towards the Xerneas and Yveltal on Lysandre's team. Two very terrifying Pokemon. Especially Xerneas with that Geomancy. But, I guess we should talk gimmicks. Lysandre has a shiny Mega Gyarados. Like, the shiny will do anything. But, I mean, it's a reference to the anime. And then Tate has a Mega Gallade. Tate's a child here, okay? Going up against a man that tried to shoot the world because it wasn't beautiful anymore. I'm kind of hoping this kid puts this dude in his place. This old man that is hitting probably 50. Once these trainers are ready, we can begin match 47. Tate leading off with the Xatu as Lysandre leads off with that Honchkrow. Now Tate's team is pretty much an equal on Liza's team. You know, Shay's got guard. Oh god, okay, lots of stuff happening. Honchkrow starting off with the nasty plot, and Xatu opening up with Trick Room Light Screen. As the Dark Pulse takes Xatu down to Sash. And Air Slash does take out that Honchkrow. This Trick Room already proving to be very useful. Xiao going for the fake outs to take out that Xatu as like Trick Room hits. Bronzong coming out here. U-turning out of there into the Pyroar as Bronzong sets up its own Trick Room. Going for the Earthquake, almost taking out that Pyroar. But it does get Bronzong burned, which that burn is going to do a lot. Switching out to the Yveltal. A very terrifying thing. It's flying. Gyro Ball dealing a third of Yveltal's health, as Dark Pulse does finish off Bronzong. Sending out the Soul Rock here, as he switches into Xerneas just to flex, I guess. And that Trick Room ends. Very unfortunate for poor Soul Rock. Xerneas going for that Moonblast, dealing quite a bit of damage to that Soul Rock, as it sets up a Trick Room just before it falls to another Moonblast. Soul Rock was able to bring it down to just about a third of Xerneas' health. So hopefully something can come in here and finish that off, and maybe that Yveltal. Psychic, not enough to take out that Xerneas. Moonblast dealing quite a bit, and another Psychic will take out Xerneas. Xiao coming out here, going for the fake out, as the Trick Room fails once again, or falls once again. Using U-turn to switch in at that Yveltal. And Psychic immune, it's immune to it. Oblivion Wing does finish off that Claydol as it heals up 4%. Gallade Mega Evolving, going for triple Axle. And it does take out that Yveltal. Xiao sending in, going for the fake out. Does not flinch, and that Psycho Cut takes out the Xiao. Pyroar being sent out here. Close combat, taking out the Pyroar. Oh my god. I think I might do it. Lock in the Intimidate. This Gallant's got it. I mean, maybe. Going for the Mega Evolution, and close combat does take out that Gyarados. Tate, against the odds, takes game number 1. I mean, that was definitely a definitely trying to read Lysandre's mind there, trying to determine if he was going to go for that Mega. If he didn't, I don't think that close combat would have won. We saw quite a bit from both teams. Lysandre being reminded that Fake Out does not work on Mega Gallade. And Tate's team is a huge Trick Room dependent team, except for that Gallade. But we are back on the field for game number 2. Lysandre is definitely gonna have to change up some of his playstyle to finish off Tate here, if he's gonna want to not fall to this little child from the Hoenn region. Once these trainers are ready, we can begin game number 2. The Solrock being sent out here to lead as Yveltal comes in. Probably not gonna. Oh, it does stay in, and Dark Pulse does take out Solrock. Gallade coming out here, an immediate answer to this Yveltal. Yeah, into Xerneas. Going for the Mega and a triple Axle, dealing about 40% to Xerneas. Look, I can't be biased for trainers, but I can definitely be biased for Pokemon. Okay. That's what I'll allow. I can say that the Pokemon is my favorite. Everyone's got a favorite Pokemon. You go ask your mom what her favorite Pokemon is, she'll probably say Pikachu. Lysandre or Tate, someone's thinking real hard what to do next. Switching out to the Bronzong, and Moonblast dealing less than a third to Bronzong. That special attack drop probably gonna hurt. I think it does hurt. Setting up the Trick Room, and going to make very good use of it. That Gyro Ball annihilating that Honchkrow, not even giving it a chance to set up. Pyroar coming out here, making everyone too nervous to eat berries. Flamethrower dealing a third to Claydoll's health. Yveltal coming out here, Earth Power not doing anything to this Yveltal, but Claydol is still faster for one more turn, as it sets up the Cosmic Power to most likely help it set up another Trick Room. Certainly playing ahead. Waterfall, it barely survives, but it does flinch. And a second Waterfall does finish off that Claydol. Xatu coming out here. Also, Gyarados still not Mega Evolving. Going for the Crunch. And Xatu setting up that Trick Room. Going into the Yveltal. Air Slash dealing about a third, I'll say. Yveltal. Setting up the Light Screen as it falls to that Oblivion Wing. Bronzong coming out here. Very slow Pokemon. Yveltal, averagely fast. Dark Pulse does not take out that Bronzong, and another Gyro Ball will take out Yveltal. Iroar is sent out here to probably deal with this. Well, it's switching out to Reuniclus to take that Flamethrower. Going for the Will-O-Wisp and setting up that Trick Room. I think every Pokemon's got Trick Room. That Focus Blast miss was very unfortunate. Dark Pulse doing 42.2%. He's got to pull off something crazy. Focus Blast missing again. I mean, it's only, what, 30% chance? That would have been like 2 Oko moves landing back to back. Which is a crazy thing to think about. Gyarados setting up that Dragon Dance. Reuniclus with the Psychic almost taking out that Gyarados. And Bronzong coming out here, falling to that Crunch. Gallade already Mega Evolved. This Gyarados is frighteningly fast. And frighteningly strong too. Mold Breaker, Crunch. It's over for Tate. We are going to a game number 3. Like I said, Lysandre switching up his playstyle, and he was able to beat this kid. Once these trainers are ready, as we're back on the field, we can begin game 3. Our first one in, I've forgotten how many matches. Tate leading off with the Reuniclus as Lysandre leads off with that Mienshao. Mienshao probably already has this move in. We all know what it is. Probably a good old fake out. Unless it fakes out the fake out. Going for the U-turn. A super effective hit on that Soul Rock, dealing less than half of its health. And switching into that Honchkrow. Dark Pulse does take out that Soul Rock. Switching in immediately to that Xatu. Dark Pulse bringing Xatu down to its sash as it activates that Trick Room. And with that Air Slash dealing 60%, but not enough to take out the Honchkrow. Sitting in the Bronzong to finish that Honchkrow off. As Hyrule comes out here. We've seen Bronzong try and go for Earthquake. Flamethrower dealing not as much. Thanks to Heat Proof. Earthquake not affecting the Yveltal. Dark Pulse does finish off that Bronzong. And Gallade coming out here. Switching into the Xerneas. Mega Evolving, going for the Poison Jab, dealing over half to that Xerneas. And dealing the rest of it in a second Poison Jab. Gyarados coming out here. We saw this in the standoff of the end of game 1. Will it Mega Evolve or will it stay normal? This could very well decide the match. Right here. They're still staring at each other. Going for the close combat, no Mega. Lowering those defenses. Crunch dealing over half, but not enough to KO. Now with that close combat not dealing the half of Gyarados' health, it could probably live another one. And that Crunch is definitely going to do a lot to Reuniclus and Claydol. Going for another close combat. Expecting the Mega again. Uniclus coming out here. Gyarados finally Mega Evolving. Crunch does take out the Reuniclus. And it's down to Claydol. And just like that, Lysandre takes match number 47. That was quite the standoff there. That match was literally decided in that moment. It didn't matter about the rest of it. It was just right there. But Lysandre takes match number 47. And tomorrow's match will be the Kalos Gym Leader Valerie going up against the Pokemon Trainer Silent. We got our third Grass Monkey of the tournament coming up tomorrow. So thank you so much for watching, and until then, take care.